The rate of tanker explosions leading to accidents and deaths in Nigeria has become extremely worrisome, and the national president of IPMAN, Alhaji Abubakar Migani Gerima, will be lending his voice on this trend that has taken lives in Nigeria. My name is Afamokune. This is IPMAN Today on your favorite TV network, the NTA. On the verdict, the national president will tell us all we need to know regarding how we can stop these menace of tanker explosions. Right after that, we'll be talking about CNG Randolph, and on CNG Randolph, we'll be talking to some Nigerians who will be lending a voice on how CNG has bettered their lives in Abuja. Yes, right after that will be oil and gas news. I'm sure you're wondering what will be on oil and gas news. I'm keeping my fingers crossed, and so you should keep your fingers crossed on oil and gas news. This is IPMAN Today. Welcome to another edition of your flagship television show of IPMAN. Right after this break, I'll be back. Don't touch your remotes. You're welcome back from that short break, and I told you earlier that on the verdict on today's edition of IPMAN Today, the national president of IPMAN will be talking to us on the spate of tanker accidents and explosions in Nigeria, how to curb this ugly menace. And right after that, of course, the national president will also be talking about the new pump price regime or PMS in Nigeria. Let's go over now to the verdict. Hello, you're welcome to yet another edition of the verdict on IPMAN Today. Mr. President, you're welcome on set, sir.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Afan.
Good to see you, sir, today.
Yes, thank you so much.
I mean, top on the burner has been the recurring incidents of tanker accidents and explosions. And recently, you had a meeting with the NMDPRA to see how you can begin to harness this situation positively now in terms of mitigating the risk involved in tanker explosions and accidents. What is going through your mind, sir? What was the outcome of that meeting you had with the NMDPRA?
Well, in fact, just of recent, we hold a meeting together, stakeholders meeting together with the NNDPRA, whereby we discuss the frequent issues that has been happening for the tankers explosion.
Yes.
So actually, they show they are worried, and we too, independent petroleum marketers, were seriously worried about it. Because in a situation whereby there is loss of life, at the same time, there is loss of property, which was millions of naira. So we sit down together with them, and we tell them we are ready to cooperate with their rules and regulation, provided that that thing will solve the issue of this problem. And even partnering with them whatsoever, we can partner together to see how we can be able to eradicate this issue. At the end of the day, we formulated a technical committee that will look into real details of what caused this accident and how are we going to prevent this accident. So all those things we discussed today.
You already have in place a technical committee, just like you said.
Yes.
But in your mind, as the president of IPMAN, sir, are we saying that the drivers are more responsible for these accidents, or the bad roads, or the tankers themselves are not in good condition?
Yes, and that is the reason why I say we discuss about the causes. One of the major causes is the issue of the bad road, and then the other ones too will be on the side of the driver, and the other one too will be on the side of the truck itself. So we all look all those things. We are going to look all those things in details, so that we can see how we can reduce this menace that has been happening day by day.
So we hope to see an end to these accidents going
Yes,
forward.
quite all right, yes. By God's grace, actually today we have done a very fruitful meeting, which at the end of the day, I know when we finalize everything, I think by God's grace, all this thing that has been happening will be
The thing of the past.
Yes, the thing of the past.
Because Nigerians are very worried. You know, lives are being lost daily as a result of these tanker accidents and explosions. We hope this will not happen again going forward, hopefully. Okay, let's talk about the pump price now. We understand that there is a new sheriff in town, the Dangote refinery and the MRS.
Yes, actually, just of recent, Dangote refinery too has bring their price down, which they explain the reason why they bring the price down. And MRS too, they have reduced their price down. So that is the reason why now the price is coming down. And in most of the places where you find yourself, you will see there is change in price compared to the way you have been buying before. So that is the reason why we have been always telling people deregulation is the best answer to this issue of petroleum product. Now people can see that the product is available everywhere and the price is reducing instead of increasing.
But what is the reason for this recent reduction in pump price? Recently, you know, so a few weeks ago it went up and then it came down again recently.
Yes, it's because the other time is because of the rate of the crude oil, and now if you observe, the rate of the crude oil has a little bit reduced, and then the rate of naira, the value of the naira too, naira has a little bit appreciated compared to the other time. So all those things are determining factor that will make the product to come down.
Are we in a situation where we will see the Dangote refinery and MRS begin to dictate the price of PMS?
You know, in a deregulated time, anybody who has a lower rate of commodity will dictate the market. That is how it is. If your commodity is not cost, just like in the filling station, when you have a lower rate of the price, people will patronize you because nobody will see a lower rate and go to a higher rate.
Okay. So invariably means that Ipman themselves, can you buy at the price MRS is offering and further reduce the price on in your own station? Is it possible?
No, it's not possible. We cannot buy from them at a price that they are selling and go and reduce the price.
Just to make
yes, but like the other private depot now, you know, as the MRS is selling the lowest price now as of today in the country, compared to any private depot that you know in the country today. So you see most of our marketers now patronize MRS because they have the lowest rate. And that is why people are mostly buying their product, because if you buy your product at a lower rate, when you carry it to your filling station, you reduce the price and sell.
So that means we will not be seeing any means of fuel scarcity any longer in Nigeria?
Forget, no scarcity again. With this Mr. President agenda, I am telling you, he killed the issue of scarcity. No scarcity. Always the product is available.
And it's more than available?
More than available, because I learned that Dangote has even started exporting this petroleum product outside the country.
Mr. President, you made mention of private depot owners who are also selling at another price. So this brings to question, where are these private depot owners getting their products from?
Yeah, well, actually, I cannot specifically say, but all what I know, probably they may buy through Dangote. When they buy through Dangote, by the time when they add their margin and other expenses, they may decide how much they will sell their product. But the only thing, if you sell your product so high, people will not patronize you.
So that means it makes no sense for your members to buy from private depot?
Well, actually, most of our members now, they are buying through Dangote refinery or MRS. So it's hardly that you will see now our marketers will go to private depot unless those who didn't register their filling station with the MRS or with Dangote.
Okay, Mr. President, I want to ask you this again. I know we talked about this before, but I want to be certain now. If your members buy at a particular pump price from MRS, how do you ensure that they don't sell at a higher price?
We are still monitoring that issue together with the MRS. Already we have our task force, and very soon our task force will be going around to see that the marketers comply with the price, especially those who buy through the MRS.
Okay, and if they don't comply, are there measures?
We are going to sanction them now because we are going to stop them from loading.
Okay, that's at the MRS depot.
At the MRS depot.
Okay, yeah. I think that's brilliant. So, what are your last words for?
My last word, actually, we independent petroleum marketers, today we are very happy the way things are going in the petroleum sector, because we are getting our product direct, not under the third party as we have been suffering before. And we recommend Mr. President, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for what he has been doing for this country. And we are appealing to the Nigerian populace to support his program, because I know by the time when we support his program, he can be able to achieve what we wanted to achieve.
Brilliant, sir. But before we round up again quickly, sir, Mr. President, as is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he said recently that all the ministers in Nigeria should give account of their stewardship. I want to ask you this, sir. The ministers for oil and gas.
Yes, it's good.
What do you think they have been? Do you think they deserve accolades so far?
No, actually, the Minister of Oil and Gas, all of them, they have tried their best. It's because it's with their cooperation that we are able now to be able to achieve all what has been going on now, especially the Minister of Gas. If you see every day, there are some combustion centers that are being opening day by day, and even the daughter filling stations are being opening. And so actually they have done their best, And the only thing that we need, we will already tell them that if they need anything, we are ready to cooperate with them and give them our filling station so that they can be able to move the gas everywhere in the country. Because, you know, our members, they are already in the 774 local government that we have in the country today. So any location that you go, you will see our members filling station there.
Great. So that is kudos to Ekperikpe and Heineken Lokubri.
Yes. Actually, they have tried. Both Minister of Gas and Minister of Oil, they have done their best.
You heard it from the President of IPMAN. Both the Minister for Oil and the Minister for Gas in Nigeria have tried their best to ensure the successful policy implementation of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This is what we call this segment a wrap. We'll be back right after this short break. You're welcome back from the verdict. I'm sure that the NMDPRA and IPMAN are working hand in hand to ensure that tanker accidents and explosions will become a thing of the past. And like the President also said, kudos to Right Honorable Ekperikpe Ekpo, the Honorable Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Gas, and also Mr. Heineken Lokubri, the Honorable Minister for Petroleum Resources, State on Oil. They are doing incredibly well to ensure that the oil and gas policies of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu becomes a success in Nigeria and for Nigerians. I'll take you over now to CNG Roundup. Let's go.
Gaskiya mun gode da wannan CNG da aka kawo mana nan saboda mu samu saukin rayuwa. Gaskiya mun gode, mun ji dadin shi sosai.
To gaskiya wannan abin da Bola Tinubu ya kawo mana CNG, gaskiya wannan abin yana da kyau. Gaskiya dan rage mana wani wahalhalun da muna zuwa gidan mai. Gaskiya alhamdulillah sai godiya ga Allah. Gaskiya yayi kokari. Gaskiya ga chairman namu ya kawo mana shi zuwa Kabusa Junction. Gaskiya yayi kokari shi ma. Mun gode.
This is today is a happiest day for us. We are here to appreciate Mr. President for the mighty kind things that he have done for we, the commercial drivers in Abuja and in Nigeria at large. Mr. President, we so much appreciate you for bringing this into the grassroots, at least for a common man to benefit and have a dividend of democracy. And Mr. President, you keep doing that. At least we are supporting this administration. This is what we cannot afford to buy. But at least with your effort and the support of your team, like our Dr. Zach, and is a person that is up and doing to make sure that at least a common man has benefited, and a common man as a passenger have now get a subsidy at least for the transportation based on hike on the petroleum product price. And our engineer, the coordinator engineer Mike, we really appreciate him. He's a man that we have seen him day and night doing up and down. He's a man that has even been in the road like us to make sure that all those things has been put in place so that tomorrow people will really know that yes, the government is doing for us. This is a particular garage that everybody has seen. My people are rejoicing everywhere. So kudos to Mr. President, kudos to Dr. Zach, kudos to Engineer Mike. So we really appreciate them. My message of my people is that they are greeting. They really appreciate. So keep on doing. This is Nigeria for you and is our country. Thank you for fixing us in that very direction. Thank you.
You're welcome back from CNG Roundup. No doubt that the CNG revolution brought to you by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is changing lives positively for Nigerians and most especially commercial vehicle owners in Abuja and in Lagos. Remember, the 10 for 10 initiative is still on, and this is brought to you by, like you know, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu yet again, ensuring that 5,000 vehicles in Abuja and 5,000 vehicles in Lagos, commercial vehicles that is, will be converted free of charge to CNG. That is the 10 for 10 initiative. And like you just heard, these beneficiaries talk about how happy they are converting the vehicles free of charge to CNG. No strings attached, no hidden charges. I'll go over now to oil and gas news. Keep your fingers crossed as I bring you exactly what is happening in the oil and gas industry.
My fellow Nigerians, In recent months, we have witnessed an alarming increase in fuel-laden tanker accidents across our nation. These unfortunate incidents pose significant risks to our lives, properties, and our environment. Today, I'm here to emphasize one critical message: your safety must come first. When you see or hear a fuel tanker accident, do not approach the scene. Fuel spills are extremely volatile and can lead to explosions or fire without warning. Your safety and the safety of those around you depend on staying far away. Do not scoop fuel, no matter the temptation. This is a life-threatening act. In the past, many lives have been tragically lost due to fire ignited during such attempts. It is not worth the risk. Report the incident immediately. Contact the authorities, including the fire service and the emergency response agencies. Early intervention can prevent disaster and save lives. As the government, we're implementing stricter measures to improve tanker operations, enforce compliance, and protect communities. But safety begins with you. Share this message with your neighbors, friends, and communities. Let us be vigilant and proactive in preventing needless tragedies. Together, we can protect lives, preserve properties, and ensure a safer Nigeria. Thank you, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We're leaders of oil and gas in Africa, and that is why it's important that Petan has put this event together, for all African oil producing companies or countries to come and learn how far we've come with local content. I'm happy that Africa is gathered here today to be able to learn from Nigeria. We've developed enormous capacity. In the course of we also made mistakes. They should learn from our own mistakes by ensuring that they coexist with the multinational service companies so that everybody will do his own. And at the end of the day, Nigeria and Africa will be better for it. Our problem in Africa has to do with energy poverty, and there's no way we can address our energy poverty issues without attracting investment. And no matter the investment they want to do, services are very central. That is why, this annual event is very important, and I believe that at the end of the day, everybody who has attended this thing and the world, will benefit from the shared knowledge, of the participants in this event. We will still be leaders of Africa for a long time. Because most of the big boys, most of the big multinational companies that are going to our African countries to invest, already have huge investments in Nigeria. What we are doing as government since we came is to be able to create an investment climate that is competitive. Capital is blind. If we don't create an environment that is competitive, they will direct the capital to other countries. You be rest assured that Nigeria, under this present government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has created a new narrative where we say we are open for business, where we have carried out fiscal reforms, where we carried out, contracting reforms, all sorts of reforms that has made, our environment to be better than any other environment you can think of.
The fact that Africa is able to pull together for such a summit like this, at a time like this, very commendable.
President Bola Tinubu's participation in the Mission 300 Energy Summit in Tanzania energy is both a challenge and an opportunity.
Akiwumi said that without energy, Africa will not achieve much.
Arrived Dar es Salaam, the Tanzanian capital.
Over 20 presidents from Africa here.
Big brother, how are you?
Your Excellencies, heads of state and government. The President of the World Bank Group.
As always, it's nice to see you.
President of Rockefeller Foundation. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Africa Energy Summit.
When it comes to energy provision for people in Africa especially, you talk about affordability, accessibility, sustainability. Those three are really critical. And I'm happy these are the pillars of the energy policy of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Our energy transition plan, like many nations, are aimed at diversifying energy sources and reducing our dependency on fossil fuel.
On that note, we call it a wrap on today's edition of IPMAN Today. Many million thanks for sticking with us all through the entire duration of this program. Like you know, IPMAN Today will be back same time at 10:05 next week Mondays, where we'll bring you yet another interesting edition of what's happening and what is trending in the oil and gas sector. Until then, please don't touch the remote. Like you know, NTA, the largest network in all of Africa, continues with the sublime broadcasting. My name is Afam Okoni.